Hello, everyone! As Verlance continues to fuel our interest in the release of the new episode by posting more leaks, I want to get as close as possible to the latest episode of Skibidi Toilet Zombie in the quickest way I can afford. Trust me, today's analysis will be one of the most epic and dynamic ones on my channel. In there, you will see one of the most legendary battles between G-Man and Zombie Scientist. And if you want to know why Skibidi Toilet prohibited the POV from destroying the zombie Astra toilet and see G-Man's new improvements, put all your business aside for the next 10 minutes and trust me. Today, I'll analyze episode 7 of Skibidi Zombie Universe for you, and then I will show you all the secrets and Easter eggs that you certainly didn't notice. What G-Man asked from the POV, which actually saved his life? What kind of secret is this cameraman hiding? And what kinds of leaders have been watching the Alliance all this time? Get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video till the end, because you'll definitely like it 100%. Let's go! In case you've suddenly forgotten, in the last episode we were trapped by the zombie Astra toilet, as this freak threw out the POV with his friends having previously destroyed their rescue ship as well. He destroyed almost all of our brothers. But fortunately, G-Man arrived in order to help the POV. After which this screaming girl called for some other zombie reinforcements, and it turned out to be no other than the toilet scientist. These guys yelled at each other for quite some time, and that's when the 7th episode begins, which is already on your screens. G-Man adheres to the sacred rule of street fighting, which goes like, if a fight is inevitable, strike first. Jimmy then shows you what his green core is capable of, and divides the mutant's head into 2 parts with only one precise shot. Now pay your attention to his glasses. They also broke in half, and to be honest, I don't understand how they continue to stick on the face of the zombie scientist. It looks really strange to me, but it turns out to be not that simple. And like Wolverine from the X-Men movie series, the monster regenerates and returns his head to its usual form. The scientist is clearly pissed off and uses a powerful sound wave shot that knocks G-Man off his feet, if you can call it that, of course. It looks like it's the actual end for Jimmy now, and the zombie is going to snack on him and then infect him with the virus. But by some miracle, G-Man manages to set his old buddy straight, and he beats the freak with his head. The toilet scientist shows you another one of his abilities. The green sparks appear from his left eye, accompanied by the red beam, which actually looks pretty strange too. I mean, why do these sparks and the beam itself have different colors? And yeah, besides that, the device on his eye itself is red in color, and I think that these sparks should be of the same color too. So it looks very goofy, don't you guys think so too? Okay, Jimmy manages to dodge this attack now, and then he unleashes a powerful hail of bullets from the cannons. But the screaming girl helps her boss out a bit, and sneakily throws a wreck of our ship at the blood. What a scoundrel. It actually works though, so now you can see G-Man's jetpack bursting off in all sorts of directions. Bro looks at you and says something, but it doesn't seem to be a problem for the POV, and he realized what Jimmy asked him for. It looks like he needed the X-18, and like Kobe Bryant, the POV throws a 3-pointer right into G-Man's core. But I have a few questions about that scene though. How did the main character actually understand what G-Man said to him? And how does he know the language of Skibidi? In this multiverse, can the Alliance understand toilets? I think so, and I'm going to prove it right now. As you remember from episode 2, the main mission of the POV was to find and retrieve the X-18 weapon. And as you know, it was hidden in the secret bunker. The only way to get in was only using the Skibidi Skibidi song. And together with you all, we saw that this song was sung by the toilet with a bald head. But let me also remind you that this guy took part in the mission by accident. He found us and saved the POV, but originally he wasn't supposed to be here, which means that these cameramen had to open the door to the bunker on their own, using the Skibidi language of the army. And knowing this, we can conclude that the Alliance learned their language beforehand, and that's why the POV was able to understand what the G-Man had told him. That's what I think. Okay, so after that epic throw, Jimmy's eyes start to glow, and it looks like the X-18 gave him some greater power, so he throws the zombie away from him just like a toy. And after that, some real madness happens on the screen. His entire toilet tank begins to transform, and G-Man's mechanical arms begin to grow at rapid speed. Oh my god! Besides that, his whole face gets covered with some insane protection with huge teeth. The blood forces the Astro toilet to kiss the ground, and now it's the scientist's turn to do the same thing. But the freak tries desperately to fight back. He switches his speakers on, which a couple of seconds later are getting completely destroyed by the godlike Jimmy. He also has a powerful red turbine on his back, which is capable of developing supersonic speed. And by the way, exactly the same turbine was also installed at the zombie astro toilet. And with its help, he managed to move so fast. Well, G-Man is setting Zombie's brain straight once again while attacking with lightning speed like a toilet glitch from the 54th episode of the original Skibidi toilet series by Boom. After that, G-Man finishes off the monster with a powerful uppercut, and the zombie scientist loses this battle, and then he cowardly teleports to some unknown location. I think it would just be a perfect time now to analyze all of G-Man's improvements. Let's start with his left arm, which is completely covered with white armor. And with the usage of this thing, the blood is able to engage in closer combat. Meanwhile, his right arm is also completely studded with some extremely powerful cannons, at the head of which there is this huge turret that, on the contrary, helps him in ranged combat. He also has lost several cannons that could be previously found right in this place, next to his core. The process of charging the X-18 finished once again, and all the improvements on Jimmy's body disappear. Also, at the moment when the POV goes to raise the gun, you can notice this toilet, behind of which there is a water tower. You could also remember seeing it in the last episode, but there was no toilet next to it that time. Pay your attention to the moment when the zombie destroyed the hydra toilet. All that was left of him was only one head hanging down. And if you will zoom in on this mysterious toilet from episode 7, then you will be able to see the same head belonging to the hydra toilet. And I think that during his falling down, G-Man managed to throw aside the destroyed poor guy, so he's being placed near the water tower now. Okay, the X-18 weapon's charge seems to be enough to deal with the astro toilet. But suddenly, out of nowhere, at the very last moment, the bald head comes into play, and it seems like it orders the POV to leave the zombies alive. G-Man flies up to him from above, and he grabs the zombie with a special device and flies away with him to an unknown location. I think they need the astro toilet to stay alive in order to conduct different experiments on him, and most likely the scientists will try to come up with some sort of antidote to the virus and return the dude to his sanity. I also have a pretty good question. You know that the X-18 is capable of destroying zombies for good, and after its attack, the infected persons will never be able to recover again. The POV shot into the arm of the astro toilet, and as you remember, it did not regenerate back. Then why, after we gave the X-18 to G-Man, did he never fire his core at the mutant? Why did he just beat him with his bare hands? After all, he could have split the scientist's head into two parts again. But with the help of the X-18 this time, he would have been destroyed forever. This is a very big mystery for me in the moment. So if you know the answer to it, then please share it with me in the comments below, because I will be very interested to read your own theories about that. After G-Man flies away, you see another cameraman, and it would seem like everything is fine, and the brother shows the finger up, but pay your attention to his head at this particular moment. It's being shaking, and the guy himself looks very strange, as if he's hiding something from us. One of my subscribers left an interesting comment in which he wrote that this cameraman behaved strangely back on the ship in episode 6, and I didn't pay any attention to it at all. The same cameraman shows his finger up once again, but look closely at his hands at this moment. One of them starts shaking as well, and he intercepts it with the other, and everything looks as if he is losing control over his own body. I think that everything is obvious to everyone here, so most likely in one of the battles this guy was being bitten, and now he is in the infection stage. It is very difficult to say exactly when and how he was injured, but I can tell you for sure that this guy will betray the POV very soon and become another ruthless zombie, capable of destroying anyone who gets in his way. Press F, cameraman! After that, the POV pulls out a tablet, and several videos of a few famous YouTubers appear on it. And guys, you need to subscribe to my channel as quick as possible, so that we will also get an opportunity to appear on the list of Skibidi YouTubers with a large number of subscribers. There is also an inscription which goes like, "Surveillance is underway." And most likely these guys are the leaders of the Alliance overseeing the completion of all its missions. The POV urgently calls for help, and after that, something absolutely terrifying happens. Several hands of the perished ones appear from under the ground, and one of the hands approaches directly to the POV's face, and this is how today's episode ends. And that was all for today. Be sure to write your own theories in the comments below about what's possibly coming next, and be sure to subscribe to my channel not to miss my new videos. And that was me, Isotoilet. See ya!